A 22-year-old man with no criminal history is now accused of shooting and killing the man who raised him for 6 years because he didn't feel loved by him. The tragic murder happened in North Harris County on Mallard Stream Court inside the family home on Friday. Today, the suspect appeared before a judge. Liliana Pearson is live outside the jail where she just listened into that court hearing tonight. Liliana?
Tom, that suspect actually waived his right to appear before the judge, but the hearing still went on without him. In that hearing, the judge did detail some of the tragic facts of this case. He also pointed out one important piece of surveillance video he says got investigators headed in the right direction. Hailed by his co-workers as a dedicated member of the Spring Branch ISD Police Department, 37-year-old Jose Torres' death leaves a blank space for those who knew him. Investigators with the Harris County Sheriff's Department say on Friday, Torres was trimming trees in his front yard before he was supposed to pick up his wife and children from school. One neighbor who spoke to ABC 13 says she saw Torres shortly before he was discovered dead.
I was going to work, and then my van makes a lot of noise whenever I do reverse. So we kind of stared at each other for a little while. He was trimming the trees, and I was going to work.
Court documents allege that during that yard work, Torres' nephew, through marriage, a young man who he had helped raise for 6 years as his own, came over. At some point, the two went inside. Investigators say that's when 22-year-old Antonio Guzman shot Torres multiple times in the face, killing him. Law enforcement say when Torres failed to pick up his family from school, they got a ride home from a family member and discovered Torres dead. That neighbor who spoke to ABC 13 says her mother heard their screams.
She said that it's because the mom came to her and then she was crying. She said they killed my little baby. And she hugged my mom, so my mom started crying too.
Guzman was arrested on Sunday morning without incident. And it was a piece of home surveillance video that law enforcement say pointed them in the right direction.
The wife told law enforcement officers that the defendant has a gun, has anger control issues, and has a foot ailment. The law enforcement officer located video from various sources following the suspect, who was limping as he fled from the complaining witness's home.
And after the arrest, investigators claim Guzman confessed the reason he did it.
This defendant was Mirandized, gave a statement to law enforcement officers admitting to going to the complaining witness's house and shooting the complaining witness with a firearm when the two were alone, because he felt unloved and unwelcome.
Guzman was given a $200,000 bond. He's ordered to have no contact with the family if he does bond out. From the jail, I'm Liliana Pearson, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.